final Monster Train 2 champ. We're going to end with the one that most people would probably start with, which is Fel. Generally a pretty powerful champ, though I will say I have a surprisingly high amount of Unchained Path losses to my name because it'll catch you by surprise in the early rings sometimes. It's not like it's not necessarily weak, but it's also not necessarily strong. And sometimes you just underestimate like the ring 1 and 2 bosses and then you're dead. It's the one knock I'll give against it, but obviously Unchained is very powerful. If we get it, we're obviously going to take it. It's such an easy way to promo-scale a multi-striking champion that also gives him armor. Turns out that's pretty good. Right, Heart of the Pact, which makes Unchained a little tougher. I mean, it's very low damage and health. But we do have Divinity that helps quite a lot with that. We have Battle Dancer, which obviously synergizes well with spamming Shift, and Bloody Moon, which is a good front-loaded damage card. We'll definitely take Enchained if it's offered. Plus we want the front-loaded damage for spikes. Siphon will be annoying, maybe, but we'll see. Pretty good starters. Alright, we get Unchained, so obviously we take that. The only real determination is, like, at the first boss reward, I may take Savior if it's offered. I've kind of moved toward that if it's offered as the second upgrade because, I don't know, spending 2 upgrades just to get 1 extra strike it's kind of worth it, but it's also kind of not in some cases. Oh my gosh. Alright, we got one of the most broken equipment in the game, or artifacts in the game. We'll definitely take that. Granted, there's nothing for it right now. I didn't even notice it's which way secondary, but I don't even care about that. Yeah, Blood of the Apex is absolutely broken. Do I need to do that? It makes it so I can't take Divinity. It makes it so I scale a little less. I actually think I'll skip this. Yeah, I actually don't think I take that. I don't need money. I'm gonna put the Battle Dancer in front because if I get like just 1 shift, I do want Fel to like immediately gain some armor. Or 3. There we go. Just Cause and then save health, or I could just Divinity. I think we just Divinity, try to get through this fight without taking too much fire damage. We want this guy less health, maybe? What a horrible starting card, which we was, but whatever. I'll pay Pyre health here just to get this guy some armor as well, and to get an extra thing. Alright, minimal pyre damage taken, got some decent scaling. We don't need another one of them. Songbird or Warbler? Probably Songbird? Starstruck is always nice to have. Now's where I throw the run by not going to the Merchant of Steel. But I don't know, I really want to get like... I don't have much money necessarily, so maybe we still go to the Steel. We definitely want a Banished banner for what we're trying to do right now. There's a steel there as well. This magic is there, but we probably want to hit the arms since we have the blood of the apex. Yeah, I don't know, as much as I would love to get the cost down on these divinities or get like a spell chain on Just Cause, like this run is so in the bag that we should just make sure we don't die ring 2, and Merchant of Steel is the way we do that. Alright, Large Stone is one of the best upgrades we could see. Yeah, we're just gonna... Either of these is fine with a Large Stone. Probably this one's better. If I end up getting Ascend card, then... Yeah, this is fine, but we're gonna do this. This basically is gonna carry us through so much, and then just get some initial health there or there. I think maybe this one is better for now. I don't know. And I can... Like, Songbird may just never work. So let's put it on the unit that we know for sure, like, stays in and stuff. I could even do this, but I probably should say, even though it's only 15 bucks, I should probably save some money for this Merchant of Arms. But definitely 8 Valor is pretty good on that dude. Maybe I should have considered it more. Go in the front or back? I don't know. This is a little awkward. I can't have him end in the front here, so... Right, if I move you to the front, that's fine here. I kind of want to, because... I don't know, though. I get another scaling if I do this. Probably just scale again then. We'll take one of these out, or take that out. Probably take one of these out so I can try to get some armor on Fel. I need to get her to come to the front. Alright, good turn to get him to the front. Put that there, put that there. See, this Avenger's already clearing tanks on its own, which is nice. Put you in the back. Play these out, take that out. This guy's got 54. We're not permascaling too well at the moment, but I don't want to throw this run by not beating the boss, so I think we gotta do that. Yeah, he dies there, and we can just scale at least some there. Alright, we can get additional shift card that makes it easier to get our people into the front. That's almost certainly the call here. Yeah. Technically, I could put Penitent Blood Suit on myself in a desperation play to get Blood of the Apex going, but we're probably just hitting this Merchant of Steel here, right? I think we skip these. We have no Conduit and no real phase synergy, so it's a pretty easy choice to skip those. Alright, pretty easy one to take there. Very good with the Blood of Apex. Then I either reroll or take this. I mean, this would be good on this, I suppose. If it's just sitting on its own floor. You know, we could still find the Flight Tome, but it's only 40% chance. And we know we're not seeing the Ascend card now. There is still the Luna Ascend card as well, though. So, like, there's decent chance I can get Avenger onto the floor, but maybe I don't want to, because right, I still get like pretty good value out of playing lead Songbird on, and if I do put Avenger up, then it's like there's ordering issues, whereas I can just simply put the Overgrowth Carapace onto the Avenger, and then that's pretty good. I think we should do that. And then we do get Conduit if I have Planetarium. I think I just wanted probably deployable. I can't afford both there, so let's see what we get here. Ooh. Yorick, I have one consumable right now. There's a lot of good consumables I could add. I could add consumable to some of my cards if I hit Merchant of Magic, which maybe I don't hit that one. Hit that one for sure, though. And this one's hittable. So one for sure we hit, but it's later. But I don't know, even if I don't hit the Merchant of Magic, like, Yorick's probably the best here. You know, Gross Michael's a never take for me. Perkeo's pretty good too. But I'm almost certainly, I feel, taking an Ember upgrade anyway to start with, and this is kind of like more better with taking a draw or a pip upgrade, which I don't think I would take. I mean, I'll eventually take a draw upgrade, but I don't know. This just seems better. Get money. We'll deploy this. I have enough Ember to do that. And I'll just put it on Fel, because Fel's going to be getting a lot of kills. With this combined with that quick dagger, I think we're going to go full Unchained. I'd rather get that extra strike at the end. Put this. So Archeon will start top, so we'll put him there. I need an Ember upgrade. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I actually just limited my scaling a bit. Wow, we didn't draw a single shift card yet. That's not great. I can only shift twice here because I'll die if I end in front. Alright, barely living there. Do I want to put Valor there? Probably not. I'm going to put the Bogworm's Growth here, so I'm going to keep the pip open. Alright, you'll go... I think I need this now. Let's get you the armor. I need it now. I just have to wait on the Songbird. Another great example of why I need an Ember upgrade. Alright, you're just gonna have to get sacrificed, buddy. That there. Yeah, I mean, you're dying no matter what. Pretty scary Siphon Archeon here. Good example of why this is just the most busted bullcrap ever. Okay, we don't want to play this because maybe, if anything, I play it there, but I'm going to put this in. That way I still have room for the Valor dude, but I do need something to shift with here. Alright, that at least, I think, gets the job done. I will move you forward. You're still gonna live. We'll daze you for some extra damage. And then you are gone. Let's get our gold and another shift, and we're good to go. Alright, disaster averted. We solved our defense with offense. Classic. Tidal turning could definitely help. Just with survivability issues. We don't cycle enough for cycle staff. Though, then again, it's just an equipment. Might actually be good just because I have Blood of the Apex. It's like I just stick it on the Battle Dancer and he'll get kills here and there and it'll scale. It's like is that, or is a kind of overcosted big heal better? Probably the big heal, right? Big heal / armor. Yeah. And we don't need another unit. Although I could take another Avenger if I'm hitting another Merchant of Steel, maybe. Which I am there. I don't know. Skip. Go left. Don't need the health, but Cove and Trinket's pretty hard to beat. I had planned on going left here, but I'm like, I don't know, that even with the Ember upgrade, like, these divinities are expensive, the Tidal Tourney is expensive. I kind of want to maybe go over here. Banished banner, I would still take like a Firebrand. 3-floor setup is fine. Even if the other floors are just kind of sitting there. Like, we may end up running into like some stuff where we need that. Whereas like over here, I don't know, 210 is not necessarily a whole lot of gold for this. I can't really re-roll comfortably. If I like something there, I have to buy it. Otherwise I re-roll and it could just brick. Alcove could brick. The Merchant Magic has no full brick because Ember is like super useful to me right now, at the very least. And adding Consume to them just pays for itself. Yeah, we're going right. And I can also remove the Consume. I think I'll do that here. I don't know, is it even important for me to do that though? I could also just remove Consume on one of these. And then still add the Consume to the divinity. And this is just a 0. It's a pretty good Helvent at that point. I think we do that. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Crap. I was going to add this one to that one. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. I am not operating at a high level right now. Well, that sucks. I just gave up free money, but this is probably fine to intrinsic anyway. It's not a complete loss. And then we'll just make like one of these will earn us money. We at least got that, so that's fine. Divine Dancer. That's probably better than the Battle Dancer. Is it? I mean, she doesn't kill stuff. Which is kind of an issue. This thing at least kills stuff with its Valor. I don't know, maybe I don't like the Divine Dancer here. It would be okay if I'm taking a pip upgrade, which I don't think I am. I'm taking a draw upgrade with a final upgrade or an Ember. I don't think pip. And then if I do end up overstacking, this is fine. I could speculatively take it. I technically don't lose anything by taking this since I have the extra Ember right now, but I don't know. There's just not enough AoE for me to care, and like against spikes I can just set up bottom or mid. I should speculatively take it, even if it doesn't work out. Alright, so now our decision point. Do I need Savior? Because I can guarantee... The nice thing about getting the Savior is like it is just a bunch of extra perma-scaling, if anything, but like gaining all of that armor is so nice. But I don't know, with the intrinsic Tidal Turning, it's probably not as needed. I think we just go for the full Monty here. This is a little annoying. Like, there's definitely a world where I can't deal with the stuff at the bottom, but I got 2 Bloody Moons. I've got a Starstruck. I've got the one Surge Stone Witch Weave. I'm hoping this is fine. I should put these down here, because that will help me, if anything, just deal with that. Oops, I should have put you up there. What am I doing? Oh, that was dumb. Suppose I should still do this to eventually get some scaling on it. I don't know, maybe it's too late. It's like I could move her forward and have her die, but there's not actually enough incoming damage to do that. Pretty big misplay to not put the Divine Dancer. I'm like not operating at a high capacity right now. I want to play the Divinity. I'll do it here. I lose this fight by getting too many Scourges overrunning the deck, so we need to focus on the bottom floor, I think. Alright, we at least have this. We have that. If this guy dies, that's fine. I suppose that's fine. I'll still gain the stuff. He dies. Whatever. That was an example of where a draw upgrade would be better than the Ember upgrade. Let's move you forward. I'll go like this. Give you the damage shield, bring you back. Guess we can do this too. Alright, this worked out. There's definitely draw orders where things could have been worse for us. But luckily we were able to deal with these guys relatively cleanly. Might as well let this come up top. I can't imagine we're like losing. Give damage shield to this, I guess. Alright, you are dead. Did I forget to play Tidal Turning there? I'm stupid. That would have been money. I forgot that I have Yorick. Everlasting Light probably is fine here. Deadly Plunge is okay too, but this, you know, earlier we get it for the Blood of the Apex we want. Okay, there's the Overstack. I think we take that. The other ones aren't really doing anything for us. I think we're probably going to the right, right? Is there any reason to go left? I don't think so. Sorry. Let let's go right. I'm like multitasking. I really should pause. Let me pause it really quick. 1 second. Alright, we're back. Okay, so multi could totally go here. And that's pretty fine. But we do have... oh no, we don't have a banner. It's on the left side. Okay, let's take a look here first. Imprison Zephyr is always a little risky, but I think we take it here. That is... With the Divine Dancer eventually coming onto the floor, it makes sense. You know, it makes it a lot easier to take this, so we'll take that. Plus we don't have any rooms yet. And then I will put the multi on this, I guess. It's the one that most benefits from it. We'll put some health on this guy. And this would be okay here, but I think since we got the money, let's try to get Titanite. I will say this, I really don't like Speedstone, but it's actually okay on Avenger sometimes, like if you want to preserve the melee weakness on the frontliner. It's good for that. So that's less important in some fights, but in some fights, like if Avenger was part of my main floor, for example, we'd want to do it. But Avenger, even with my Ascend, I don't think he's actually getting played on my main floor, so I'd much rather just get like an Endless or a Titanite. Or Smidgestone, since we're putting the thing on him, but I guess Endless is fine. It technically, I don't know if they ever fixed the bug with Bogworm's growth in it. I hope they did, but you know, whether they did or not, I think this is fine just to take here. Unless there's another Merchant of Steel that I'm like for sure hitting, which it doesn't look like it. So yeah, we'll do Endless here. It will be good to have that. And then Hellvent on, I'm pretty sure the Selfless Sacrifice. I can eventually Hellvent that since it's getting a lot of attack, but for now it'll be that. Let's get rid of one Steward. They're pretty much unplayable. At least the Witchweave procs my draw. Okay, we want to let this guy come up top and get as many slays as possible. Do have an Ember downgrade, but that's fine. We're going to put you here. Put you at the bottom so I can put Bogworm's growth there. I'd rather get the permascaling here versus the tidal turning. Doesn't really matter where this goes, I guess. Alright, this is perfect to get this before the other stuff. It does suck that we got these embers, but whatever. Might as well just let that happen. It's new moon, so this basically doesn't do anything. Let's do that, I guess. We may not get Battle Dancer up. We'll see. Alright, she is up. Let's get that. Technically, actually, right now, it'll still shift a bit, but I'll leave space here still. Do I need to play that? Not really. Alright, finally found that. Put that there. play this and take a damage, or play this and get health. You know, the stuff dies actually too fast for Divine Vamp Dancer, but once we hit the flying bosses, then Divine Dancer will be getting hits. Maybe just do this. This helps quite a lot with the fight. 69, nice. Why don't we do that? Should have been doing that all along, really. If I do this, it does hurt my draw, but it will hurt him a bit more. But maybe we... It's not going to kill him, right? It actually will. Yeah, let's do it. I probably don't want to overestimate how well I can kill this thing, but I definitely want as many stacks as possible. Alright, we got it. Get rid of that. Should be good to go. We're going to get a lot of stacks of everything here. A lot of the Apex stacks and a lot of shift stacks. Look at my chops at that boss. Okay, Shield of Winds would be really good on the Avenger. Granted, if I'm not hitting an arms, I can't. I mean, we're definitely hitting that arms, and we might hit that arms. Probably not hitting this arms. I mean, I can just play whichever one comes first. If my plan is to eventually merge these, eventually merge the Overgrowth Carapace with it. Also, the Overgrowth Carapace just is not that amazing at the moment. This is just way better. There's also Begone, which is decent. I think we take this, though. I could just take a second one of these. Makes it easier, like... It opens up my options on what to do. Holdover. I could hold over Spell Chain Just Cause, I guess. It's kind of weak, but there's not... The only other holdover would oddly just be like Hexalation, which we're just taking that if I can pair it with Intrinsic. That way I'm guaranteed to get everything overstacked all in due time. I still end up putting Avenger on his own floor in that case, so it's like less good. That's mainly just to get my Hymnist onto the floor. I don't really need the Hymnist on the floor that much, and actually a Permafrost would just be fine. We're obviously going to re-roll here. I think we just hold over Spell Chain this. It's like not amazing, but it's okay. Just make that one less. Nah, probably just make these one less. We always want to like play these. Do this so that it's a pseudo remove and it pays for itself. Helps killing Scourge Shufflers. It's all good stuff. May just want to do that and maybe Permafrost the other one, as weird as that is. No, we could just Permafrost this one. That probably makes more sense. Because then we wait for the dude to come down and then we bring the thing up. And one of these definitely benefits from this. We wanted to do that all along. Plus 10. Could do that there. I don't think so. Well, I'm probably hitting this arms. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going here. Couldn't hurt to do this, right? And then Hellvent. I still think it's this. Yeah, that's the final Hellvent for that, though. The spikes, I don't want to overestimate how much, like, help I need. It's a little risky to go top here, but I think we do it. I'd rather have that on the floor initially than this. We have it protected with the steward anyway. So I can bring him up right now. So we do have this. And if I already have that, probably should actually just bring it up now. It's okay to take one here. Eventually we'll bring this up, hopefully. New moon. I need this to die. Can't have that killing my draw. It's at 35 already, so I don't need to take the first 7. I need this guy to not be a just giant, because he's already going to get the kale thing. Hymnus is just dead here. Yeah, there's no way I could make it survive, unfortunately. You might as well wait on that. This is probably better for now because then it can kill those at least. Let's do this, then... Oh, god damn it. Definitely taking member upgrade. I mean, draw would be good too, but right now I'm not even proccing the Heart of the Pact a lot of the time. It's fine to leave this. It's more scaling for us. Even that, I probably just want the scaling. Can I just do this? Because I don't really want to redraw it. You're actually dying? What the fuck? Okay, maybe if I get enough shift here. Alright. I don't know if... I think maybe we want to do it like this. Because if I put this forward, then it doesn't actually trigger the shift there, so I'm not even gaining anything by doing that. So that's probably better. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then... So that comes forward, kills that in one hit. I don't know why I'm taking 30. Oh, right, because of 22. So actually, if I move that up, I would die, because I would then hit the spikes on the follow-up, so we don't want to move that up. Just do this then, I guess. Could do that. Alright, you end in front, getting 104, that's good. We do want to put this down, because I don't want this guy to get a million spikes, so I need him down to deal with the Relentless Wave. To be able to kill these. Oh, man, he's still gorging a few of them. It's rough. Not much I can do about that. Spike scale is ridiculous. 24 spikes. I hope I'm able to kill this. This should help. We've got our value spread around here, so that's good. Alright, he is dead. Get as many of these as possible. Should be good to go. Oh man, 3 incredible cards. I gotta say, the rares of Banished are amazing. Lunas are pretty good too. So Tem of the Last Path is pretty nice. It allows me to easily overstack, and it allows me to get more shifts, and it allows me to position my stuff better for, you know, some weird turns. Death Metal Hymnist is the most enticing pick, but probably the wrong pick. You know, I'm not hitting any Merchant Steel, so it'll be at 2 health. Unless I really want to hit that super low value steel. So it'll be at 2 health. That's very hard for it to just put it down at... Even with another Ember upgrade, it's at 4 Ember. So it's probably not Hymnist, even though I would love it. Sanctuary could be a pick too. It comes with the Ember though. But if anything, we've had potential survivability issues. Granted, there's not much problem with entropy, but you know, you never know on the Titan battle, and potentially, I'm trying to think any Ring 7 battles where Sanctuary would be good. We're also not hitting a Merchant of Magic, maybe. I don't know. Is this Merchant of Magic good? I kind of feel like I want to combine the Bogworm and the Thing. And if I take an Ember upgrade, I'm going to have 8 Ember. 2, 3... Where is it? 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is it? 5. And the other option, since I'm going to have 3 strikes and fell, is to take the Everlasting Light and put it in. That's actually a lot of Valor to the floor. Also, we may just end up with a multi-strike weapon. I think we definitely hit the Merchant of Arms. And if I hit the Merchant of Arms, I don't think we do the Sanctuary. It's just too expensive. So we'll just take this. Still gonna do that though. Plus the health is nice. Okay, these suck. I'm not taking them. There's an armory. Let's take a look there. Meat shield, maybe. The others are not happening. Alright, well, those are definitely some duds. I could take the Inferno Room. That's pretty good considering, you know, that kind of helps with the whatchamacallit. If I do the Inferno Room, I can still go mid with, like, Avenger and Divine Dancer, and I think we just give up on the Bogworm's growth. It didn't get any stats, and it's just kind of slow. The Shield of Winds is just going to be better, I think. And I can still play that thing mid eventually, but I think this is pretty good for the bottom floor. I may deploy it as well. I only have enough money to merge or deploy here, so do that. Would have been nice to get either a Void Armament or a Cursed Blade, but it's okay. I don't know that merging wins here. I kind of want to just deploy the Inferno Realm, especially if I ring 7 have to fight Scourge Shufflers. I think this is actually just better. And then, yeah, we're good to go. And it is Scourge Shufflers, so I'm like a god at this game. The foresight I have is just unmatched, unparalleled. Alright, we can hold this, do this. Hit you, though, I don't know, maybe we don't even need to do that. Let's do that. Get our money, throw you out. Alright, there's this thing. I'd rather just play this and get some money, probably. And once again, glad that I took an Ember upgrade. I'll actually put this here. I don't really need it for overstacking at the moment. Put this here. I can put this here. Alright, we got this guy. We'll bring you up. No sense taking damage. I don't really need to like put this down. And I actually should just be spamming this. Still don't think I put it in. I mean, I can just get more scaling here. Alright, we got Athena. I think we're okay into spikes. It doesn't really matter who I put this on. We don't have to think too much about this. Here we go. Poor Avenger. I'd rather just not take damage here. And in case you get a slay for some reason, I'll do that. Alright. Probably skip these. Definitely skip those. And just time to win it, yeah. Not needed. This is great. This results in just 1x6 health. Maybe not worth my money. So we got another one of these. I could haul a mirrors. And intrinsic that. I've got enough overstacking that I eventually can make everything work. It certainly does seem pretty powerful to have 2 of these fells, doesn't it? Yeah, why not? Why not? I don't have the Ember to do everything, but that doesn't matter. We gotta do this for the LOL factor. Oh, I'm an idiot. You know what? This is actually fine. If I could do it over again, obviously I should have waited to do this. I jumped the gun there, but it's fine. We'll just do that. We're gonna remove these. You know, I don't gain the Ember reduction from Dante, but I still at least get the other room out. So I did make a misplay, but it's not like the world's worst misplay. I meant to hit Purge. Cool. Oh, let's see what we would have had anyway. I mean, if I'm going to pay to see, it was sucky anyway. It's fine. Alright, I don't know what Yelvin at this point. Since I have 2 of those dudes, it's probably this, huh? I may have too many. I didn't count, but I may have too many things in my opener, but that's okay. We're going to win no matter what. Okay. We'll go Hall of Mirrors, take 2 of them, replay it with that. Get you guys going with that, put that there. Put you there. I can get it. I don't need Avenger that much anymore. Yeah, I should bring you up just immediately, I think. That was weird. Did y'all see that? It like went to 0 attack all of a sudden. Or I guess it's true. Technically it is right. And then we can put you here. This is how we'll get you up. I don't think I've drawn Starstruck on Full Moon ever. Have I? I don't think I have. I mean, I probably shouldn't be complaining about luck on this run. Still got the Bogworm's Growth that if I draw it before the Shield of Winch, I can put it there. Alright. Just take the heal here. Spam this for some stuff. Alright, we'll get you up. It does give some stuff there. I think I should do this first. Nah, let's just do this. Do I still do that? Seems fine. Yeah, whatever, we'll do that. The only downside of this is I could grow to 6 pip, and then the Endless, it becomes unplayable, but that's fine, I suppose. Yeah, he will die here. We don't actually care. Now, I am giving these guys a lot of stuff, but I think that's fine. I'm, like, never gonna get hit. Oops. Actually is playable, so that's fine. Put him in. Oh yeah, I'm getting the flying kill here. Nice. Alright. So we'll wreck Entropy and Savagery pretty quickly in this fight, and then it's just a matter of killing Dominion, I guess, which I didn't add anything to really accelerate that, so it'll just be a nice boring fight here. If I really cared about it, I should have been on... I only got offered like the one melee weakness card, but yeah, I'm fine with not having taken it. You go down, we replay it with that, we give you guys these, we go like this, and that. Alright, perfect draw here. We'll bring you up. I'll put that there for whatever reason. How much do I care about this unit? Because I should do that if I care about him at all. I think I do. I think I do want him to live if I can help it. And we'll just do that. Alright, we can do this. And then this. Means I don't play the Pyrelite though, if I put this down. But I don't know. I do probably want to get him the stats there. I can play future Pyrelites, it's fine. It's a delicate thing, because I only want him to get one more resolve, and I think that'll work out. Do that before I forget. Yeah, if I can get this guy to die next turn, then he'll be at 6, or he'll be at 5 pip, which allows me to replay it. Alright, he dies, perfect. Let's give you this. Make sure we play that. And we once again get Starstruck without the Dazed. Save myself 5 pyre health. Play these. Get 1 big damage there. Okay, you can have that now. We can put this here. Make sure we do that. Keep that going. Oh, forgot to do my ability. Oops. Doesn't really matter. You're dead no matter what. Do I really want to make these guys do more damage? Well, I suppose it's fine. Let's just do this. I basically... Doesn't matter. Is one of the weaknesses of the Heart of the Pact. It's like combining the low health with the low attack makes like Dominion actually can kill a super busted build. Like imagine if I only had a 1 floor setup, by the way, I would have taken an extra 15 damage here, minimum. But luckily we're okay. Here, let's give you a nice big double damage on our 1 damage here. We got our final kill here. kill him in... Oh, no, let's kill him in style. Boom. Gotcha. Alright, well, that was a fun run. As is... I mean, Unchained Fell, aside from the first few rings, is typically pretty dang straightforward. We happened to have a pretty high roll run, and it just kept getting more and more ridiculous. So, there it is. I've got a video for all of the Monster Train 2 heroes, so we're going to move to the Monster Chain 1 heroes next. Now, I already did a Curse Seed for Awoken's Sentient, so I probably will skip that one, unless there's a bunch. I also saw someone had submitted a Curse Seed that is another Sentient run, so, like, I'll probably run that at some point as well, so I'm not going to do the Sentient in my normal rotation, probably, since it's already kind of taken care of with the Curse Seeds twice, eventually. But yeah, you can see Blood of the Apex is just ridiculous. Like, it's double as good as a Bloodthirsty Blade, which is already good. And yeah, these things got to 165. Even that one on a middling unit got to 33. But yeah, it fell. We had it at 290 Valor. Not bad at all. That's probably more than I usually get. And just a lot of good cards. I mean, these are two really good clans. Luna, you know, even when you're not doing conduit stuff, you can see there's just enough utility cards in Luna that it's still, like, helpful, right? Like, title turning could have been useful. We ended up finding the Dancer unit, so it's probably not that needed. But, you know, even just the Hexalation, being able to overstack stuff is nice. Theoretically, Starstruck should have been decent. It actually literally never played 1 days, I think, the whole fight. But, you know, theoretically it could have. Luna didn't do much else for us on this run, admittedly. But, you know, this is definitely a Banished run for sure. Anyway, though, have fun with that one. That was an absolutely fun run. Got it exactly at 1 hour. Daddy Factory Silver. Anyway, thanks, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.